Hello! Hi, everybody. There's gonna be some mic changes and adjustments that happen. I have to remember that every time I'm on with Steve, I have to turn my mic down when I'm on with him, so I gotta turn myself up when I get back over to my own channel. There we go. So there's gonna be like a little bit of adjustments going on here because I'm still setting up. I'm gonna play Pokemon Red while we talk about this because why the hell not? A little bit of Pokemon Red. So if you see any changes or hear differences, I'm going to be futzing with those as we go. Today, Nikki and Al are with me right now. If you are a member or you're our Patreon, feel free to join in with us. We're just in the live YouTube chat in the Discord, so that's where we hang out. I didn't move my camera back over from earlier today. There was some Non Sequitur Show updates, so go over to Steve's channel if you want to see those. If you are, I can give you the super TLDR, court date set, Kyle, Big Trouble, Dumb No Show. That's about it. How's everybody? How are you guys? How you doing? Everybody futzing with your audio while we're live.
I'm okay. I'm tired. It's like a rainy day here, and it's like
it?
overcast all day. Yeah.
Nice. How about you, Nikki? How you doing?
Same here on the whole overcast of the day. I'm doing okay. Shit is gonna be shit, so. But I'm making it.
Nice.
But I do have some stuff to say on this and a recent development. So.
And the brain damage by proxy that everybody had to suffer today and yesterday.
Well, that's been going on, but do we really want to talk about that, or we want to just pretend it's not going on right now?
You can just be like, eh.
It honestly, it really doesn't matter to me. Because I need to vent.
Yo, okay, if you let, I'm down if you wanna vent first. I'm totally down for that.
Or even just like if things pop up during the course of conversation. That's probably.
Yeah, but I gotta get something off my chest here.
This is a community says stream, so if the community's got something to say, then the community's got something to say.
Oh, I have definitely something to say. And you know what? I've been nice a little too goddamn long. My little portion of this is not going to be safe for anyone under the age of 16. This will be an M rating rant. So, I pop on and notice some Twitter notifications, considering my phone bill isn't paid right now, which is fine, not an issue, not worried about that. I had other pressing issues to deal with. And I start seeing Twitter blow up because Gary's back. Okay, well, I had already gotten my process here that I was already going to start being a much crueler and meaner Nikki when it came to Twitter, YouTube, and other surrounding platforms. Gary was just the first victim. The people, and I'm not even going to call them people. No, fuck that. They are not people. They are lower than fucking pond scum. I don't even consider them a life form. To have this raging hate boner for Steve, this community, and whoever else defends Steve, blah, 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 blah. You know what? You finally woken up something that y'all are not ready for. And unlike Chesh, Steve, and several other people, my moral compass when it comes to certain shit is gone. Sorry to say this, and I am a nasty motherfucker when I'm annoyed and pissed. So here's your warning. If you gotta do what Gary just did and withdraw because he brought shit up and had to retreat for his mental health, get the fuck off Twitter. Get the fuck off social media. If you're at that point where your mental health is damaging because you start shit and can't fucking follow up and follow through with it, get the fuck off it. find another way of doing this shit. Because I'm not going to be playing nice. I'm not going to, this person said this. Fuck y'all. I've been sitting here watching all this shit for over 3 years now. And it's getting fucking old. That's all. That's more or less my rant. I could go on, but I don't want to bore people. This is your channel, Jeff.
Yeah, no, that's all good. Al, you got anything you want to say?
I think I can respect Nikki's, opinion that she wants to, engage in a different way, because it has been, for a lot of people just watching, on the side, I'm sure it's been just disturbing watching the same exact routines play out every single month about, and it just never stops. And then Gary swings in and has this, he basically was having like 10 conversations with like 10 different people, which is just insane. And I want to say like only half of his comments were completely understandable, if that's fair.
Yeah, no, there was like a degree of like just incoherency.
Yeah, pretty much every comment had at least one, not mistake, but just like ambiguity, where you can't really tell exactly what he's saying. We all have that in conversation. There's nuances that we pick up on, and that helps guide the conversation, emotionally and technically. And with Gary, it's like everything he writes.
I'm playing a game where I can name a rival Gary.
What Pokemon Red? Gary is supposed to be the protagonist.
Yes. No. But yeah.
I'm also going to add one more thing to this, and I said this before the stream, and Chesh kind of acknowledges the same thing. And this YouTube, Twitter, and other social media bullshit drama, it's a game for us. And guess what? We're not here to ruin the game. We're here to ruin y'all's game. At least I am, anyway. Because I've had enough.
Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know who Gary is, there's not going to be a Dumb Fact Friday this Friday, because I am going to be away. It's Canadian Thanksgiving, so I'm going to be away with my family. But in lieu of a Dumb Fact Friday this Friday, I have a video for you all to watch. And it's called A Lesson in Understanding What is Meant versus What is Said. And it is a 6-hour-long video. It's a 6-hour-long interview conversation. Here you go.
I'm not watching that again, Josh. Sorry, I am not watching that.
You don't have to watch it again, but there are some people who don't know who Gary is. So if you don't know who Gary is, you're welcome. I think. I'm sorry. I don't know. Whatever. That's what you get.
Or if they do know who Gary is, they can see one of the major things that people say about you disproven, that you don't like to engage in dialogue and you just dismiss people. It's like, how I read one tweet where Gary was like, "You're being immature" or something. I was thinking, how is that? You had that conversation with him.
I've got nostalgia feels going on.
That was also pure torture.
Did you drink during that?
Yes, I drank a whole bottle of wine.
Oh my god.
I would have needed 3 bottles of wine for that.
Oh, fair. I didn't have 3 bottles of wine.
I think I remember at the end you were like angry. You're like, I'm out of wine. Something. This sucks. I have a lot to think about.
Fair. So yeah, you're welcome to go check out Twitter. Anybody who's curious about what's been going on is kind of all over the place. This guy had a really visceral reaction to his tagging he's got tagged in his profile writing community, and he got real upset when I tagged writing community being like, are you guys, is he officiated by you or something? Like, what the hell is this? He got real mad. He got real mad.
I can imagine it's because he wanted to, he seemed to be alluding that he wanted to plant whatever bias he had into their, you know, thought processes before you could, like, impartially be like, hey, look at these things.
No, you mean poisoning the well?
I'd be curious to know, because, like, I made a whole separate thread, and it's pinned right now for tagging this group that he's a part of, and I was like, well, can I talk with some of you? Because he's like, oh, you don't want to get to know these people. And I'm like, then why are you being associated with them? Like, I don't understand anything that you're saying. So I just tagged them and was like, hey, can I talk to you people? I don't know who you are. Alright. We're picking Pokemon. Chat. We go in Charmander, Bulbasaur, or Squirtle?
Do we want to make this difficult or easy?
Are we? Hey. It's Pokemon Red. We're gonna build our team based off a random generation? No. Chat, do you want Squirtle, do you want Bulbasaur, or you want Charmander?
I'm gonna go with either
Charmander's the
Bulbasaur,
easiest, right?
yeah, Bulbasaur or Charmander.
Bulbasaur or Charmander? Nobody likes Squirtle?
Is Bulbasaur the hardest? Or is
Bulbasaur's the
Squirtle?
Yes.
easiest.
Oh, okay.
No, Charmander is.
I thought Charmander was.
Squirtle, I think, actually is the hardest.
Really?
I think it was Charmander's the, like, considered the hardest, and then Squirtle's... I mean, no, the opposite. Charmander is the easiest, Squirtle is the hardest, and Bulbasaur is kind of like a middle one.
Because you gotta remember, you gotta go...
Once you get to the middle of... Oh, sorry.
The real debate.
The bugs.
Yeah, and the middle
where...
part of the game when you're in, what's it, Celadon, I think? With the grass type leader? I haven't played it in so long.
Celadon. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's been forever because in this generation, proper elemental attacks were the only thing that hurt ghost Pokemon too.
Are we
So,
are we
i.e.
forgetting
Charmander.
that Bulbasaur is a grass poison type?
Yeah, this was before it was grass poison, it was just grass.
No, he's dual in the original.
I don't remember that. I just remember single types, not dual. I think the closest to a dual would be with the throwing flying on there.
Is it Fire Red or just Red?
It's just red.
It's old school.
Yeah.
I thought.
All right. We're gonna go
Bulbasaur.
Bulby. Let's get ourselves Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur.
You want the fire Pokemon? Charmander? No. No. Although I do like Squirtle. He looks like a happy emote.
Don't get me wrong, I like Squirtle. I just like Bulbasaur and Charmander better.
Do you want the plant Pokemon Bulbasaur? Hell yeah, we go. If this is considered hard mode, we go hard mode. The real debate. What are we gonna nickname him? Also, so the topic we're actually talking about today is whether or not it's a good idea for the government, unless we just want to do a hangout, we can save the government chat for another day, with all the nonsensery that's been going on.
Switch it from should the government regulate social media to look at the dumb shit that's happened on social media today.
Maybe the government should regulate this.
I feel like we could sustain a conversation about it, but it is a lot easier with more people to like bounce around.
Yeah, because we don't have enough people right now.
Yeah, everybody was busy today, man. We set it up, and then everybody was like, "Nah, I'm tired."
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
It's a sleepy day. It's a sleepy Thursday.
Alright, well so the conversation we had set up today was too big brained. So we're gonna talk about Pokemon and bullshit instead.
I mean, there's stuff we could talk about with it. It just, I feel like it's such a broad topic that you need, like, a guide or, like, bullet points to, like, talk about individually one piece at a time, and each one would take like 10 or 20 minutes to talk about.
Yeah, this is definitely not a black and white topic.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's true.
like I'm
Yeah.
already thinking of it in terms of like schools and stuff, and depending on how it's set up, it could be really lame, or it could be something that people like go to as a default.
See, I was thinking something
And-
like along a speaker's corner type forum,
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
Yeah, would you, I don't know how anonymity would work with something like that, because it really, if it was on the internet is what it is, so it would, unless they had like some kind of strict vetting stuff in place, it would devolve quickly, I think.
I suggest Lotus, but that's my thing for a name.
What is that?
Lotus.
Oh, for Bulbasaur?
Yep.
Shit. I don't remember how to backspace in this. Oh, it's the B key. Okay, we're good. We're good. I saved it.
Hello, can you hear me?
Ah, yeah.
Hey,
It
you
fits.
guys can
Yep.
hear me? Cool.
Oh, whoa, you're really quiet. Sorry, I gotta crank you. Whoop. All right, go ahead.
Sorry. Maybe it's my microphone. I don't know. I didn't really test it before I came in here.
No, it's good. I had to, I've got everybody turned way down, or I've got my volume turned way down so the game doesn't, like, overpower everybody.
Yeah. So I guess my question is like, why wouldn't you want a public option for social media? Like I could understand like maybe not wanting the government to control all of it, but I don't see a problem with there being like a public option.
Yeah, I think the big difference is, like, the difference between the question, should the government regulate social media versus should there be a
Should they
public
make one?
option?
Yeah, those are two way different questions, and they do kind of tie into each other, because, I mean, the fact that different countries have private schooling and public schooling, and lots of people do choose to go private, but I feel like, I don't know the stats on it, but I don't know. Are there more people in public school? Probably.
Oh yeah.
Probably like a greater majority.
I think a little
Yeah.
bit that also depends on the country, right? So if we're going to talk about
Yeah.
America specifically,
Yeah, you were just talking about how Sweden
Well,
was
if
blamed
you
the other day,
believe
right?
in the merits of capitalism, then I don't know why you wouldn't want competition, because the competition would be good.
whether
For
or not the
everybody,
competition
right?
is government-based or not, yeah.
Yeah, what were you talking about, Sweden's school system? You said that they have some kind of, like, public voucher that can be used at private institutions?
Yeah, they have a voucher system. So all the schools are private schools, but they're funded through the government as the customer, like the in between of them getting that government money is the people, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think that there should be an affordable or like anything that you need to like survive in modern society, like food, shelter, water, things like that. I don't think should be entirely controlled by profit motives, because somebody can charge you anything.
Here's a
Well,
really
that's
good
what
question.
makes-
I think
That's what makes
I think,
Sweden interesting, right? Is because
social
the
media is, like,
profit
required.
is what controls whether or not, like, is the motivation, but it does, because the profit is the middleman, the person spending the money, is not the government. Right, it is the government, but it is not the government at the same time. They're not buying
Yeah,
for
this-
government profit. They're buying for consumer profit. But the consumer is getting that money from the government.
Yeah, this is reminding me of,
schools make money. I mean, schools have to pay teachers. They have to invest in educational equipment,
Right.
programs for kids and stuff like that. It's not like schools don't bring in money. But I don't think that their motivation should be to pay off like a board of like investors or anything like that. I think their
Right.
goal should be educating kids.
Yeah, Sweden is definitely interesting in the way it functions like that. So I'd be curious to see like some trials or like some trial versions. By the way,
Yeah.
this is before Gust was a flying move, so I'm not fucked.
This is reminding me of in the UK they have like TV fees depending on like for something. I think it's like you get like you have to pay a certain like it's not like a tax. I think you can opt out of it somehow, but maybe you can't. It's kind of like PBS in a way, but I'm not fully informed on how people go into like paying into it. But that made me start thinking, how would people like to pay a social media tax? That sounds bad. People would be like, no.
The marketing on that would need a little bit of work, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I would need a lot of work.
Well,
Time to pay your social media tax.
here's my thing.
It'd be like the library, though.
I don't think the government needs to interfere into social media. I really don't.
Mhm.
They're
Any capacity, even
Here,
regular.
I think people need to have access to social media because, I mean, dude, we're in a pandemic. We're 2 years into a pandemic. People rely on social media to not
School
go
has
crazy
become-
in their house
Yeah.
right now. And
Last year, the government
and
did get
like,
directly involved with.
I think people should have access to that regardless of whether you're broke or not.
exactly, but I still don't think a government should be pulling the strings behind the scenes.
That's crazy.
I
It's
think there's a
it's
difference
crazy.
between like interfering with a private company and making their own. Right? So maybe the government shouldn't be interfering with Twitter operating the way Twitter's going to operate, but if the government wants to make its own Twitter, why shouldn't they?
There's also the
I don't
difference
see how it
between-
couldn't only benefit private social media companies to have a public
Well,
option for a bunch of different
There's a difference between making a public option and doing something like what Chesh was describing with Sweden, where there are these different social media platforms or people want to use them, but they don't have access. So like last year, there were a lot of different places and entities that offered internet services and laptops and things like that to people that couldn't afford them because everything was online with schooling. So clearly the ability exists for something like that to get established. Like there's infrastructure in place that could be tweaked and it could happen in an instant. Like before last year, I rarely knew anyone that used Zoom. Now everybody uses Zoom.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
there's
just
like
saying
been such the pandemic has changed a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like right now, like when I was looking for a new job just because I got tired of my current job. It's like I'm not going into brick and mortars and filling out applications like they used to do 10 years ago. All of that is done through the internet and social media, like you need that stuff to get by now.
Yeah, if you don't, it's extremely hard. Pretty much like every place when you go there to like sign up, they're like, just check our website. Like if you want to get a job, they're like, just check our website. It's like, don't you have paper? Can't I sign this, fill this in? They're like, no, we don't do that. It's like, what the hell, what? And unless you have a library near you with like computers that are free and open and like laptops you can borrow, which is a thing at some places, and like Wi-Fi adapters and hotspot cards that you can rent through the library, which is rare, but I've heard of people doing that. Then you're out of luck because you have to be online for some things now.
Yeah, we would have to definitely greatly improve our infrastructure. Probably have universal Wi-Fi anywhere, on our power lines. But I think that a public option would benefit private social media companies in a couple different ways. One way would be that advertising, they tell you to have 3 options. The shitty option that's like free or basically free, that has like the bare bones. Then you have the one that you actually want people to buy, that's like the middle one, that has like a couple bells and whistles, and then you have the premium package that only some people are gonna be interested in, and that's supposed to be the ideal kind of setup for for a service like that. And the other thing I would say is that there's so much bitching and complaining about people like wanting or like feeling like they're being censored from being kicked off of these private platforms, that having a public option where free speech is guaranteed through the government would probably get a lot of heat off of these private companies.
On the other hand, though, I feel like the government is just going to end up taking up a lot of flack because too many people don't understand what the hell freedom of speech is. Like, you can't, like, the reason these people are getting kicked off of things like Twitter is because they're a lot, like, in some cases, yeah, it's some random mundane garbage, right? But the major voices are getting kicked off for being, like, white nationalists? So it's like, you really think the government option is...
I mean, yes, you would be allowed to do hate speech on the platform, right? Because
not in Canada, you wouldn't.
Yeah, not in Canada, but
not
in the
Canada,
U.S.
not in Germany.
As long as you're not, threatening like terrorist action or anything against people.
I imagine like the 6th would sort of change that though, like change the view on what would be considered like threats of terrorism, domestic terrorism.
You would think, but right now, like, that issue is still so much up in the air, and like we're coming up on
I think
year.
it depends on the interpreter, which is messed up and backward. Like somebody could be like reading like a cake recipe, and they're like, "Oh, it's ingredients for something bad."
Right. Was that guy on a plane doing math?
Oh. I don't know if I know this story. What was it?
Oh, it was in the news. Some plane wasn't able to take off or had to make an emergency landing or something. I don't remember, because somebody in the somebody on the plane saw somebody else, like what they saw, like thought was like writing in script or something, and the guy was just doing math.
Oh, it was probably I did hear something about that with someone like writing in Arabic or something.
Yeah, it's happened more than once.
Which is funny because we use Arabic numerals, but...
Also hilarious, yes.
Yeah, and what is that gonna, like, how is that going to take the plane down?
Because they thought the plane was under threat, right, from terrorists.
You like doing like rune spells or something?
Yeah, I don't know, it's just the lady freaked the hell out and the plane had to like...
People are insane. Yeah, like people, there are the people who just watch media passively when like a hacker thing pops up. There's the people who laugh at it when it pops up, and then there's the people who think that's what it's like when it pops up. And This lady was clearly one of those people. Like, someone opens a laptop and they're typing really fast. They're hacking. They're doxing.
They're hacking. They're hacking the plane.
There are old people who literally believe that. Like, if they can't tell what you're doing, you might as well be doing something like they're not, something evil.
I know people like that. Some of them live on Twitter.
Yeah, right?
And that's scary.
Well, that's why it was so nice having Landon on to talk to us a little bit about what had gone on with Facebook, right?
Yeah. No, that's the total opposite. It's people that are so ingrained into Facebook that when Facebook, their infrastructure that relied on itself to function broke down, they're like, oh crap, we need a human to open a door?
Oh my god.
How arcane. Like, the door won't open. My magic code.
The irony. I have to use math to open doors. And I mean, that's kind of what we do, right? That's what censors do. If you're going to the grocery store and the door automatically opens, it's reading code.
Yeah. Mark Zuckerberg doesn't have to worry because he knows where, he just plugs his finger into an outlet and it reads his DNA or something. No,
I
it
just
siphons
don't
some of his
imagine,
android
like-
blood.
I guess maybe it's because I'm Canadian, and so the laws here around hate speech, I think, like this shit that Jordan
Yeah.
Peterson tries to say and stuff.
Oh my God,
it
yeah.
wouldn't be that big of a deal, but you'd have like whole pockets of people that weren't allowed on it that would be kicked off because
Yeah.
they're garbage people, and so you'd have like a
Yeah,
whole
and,
city that's like really, really like getting into Trumpism or following
but
Nick Fuentes. And Nick Fuentes in Canada, anybody like him is labeled a terrorist, like a domestic terrorist in Canada.
And you
I did
might,
a whole
if you
video
have
about
like,
that.
Yeah, but
And if
that's
you
what
have,
they
like,
do
a,
when you break the law. If you're doing something illegal, they take your rights away. That's what they do.
well, if you have a list like Steve Shives had, for instance, where people got blocked when he blocked someone, it also blocked someone by proxy. If you were following them, if the government instituted something like that for hate speech like that, that would just be horrifying.
I just
Which,
don't.
I don't know
I
why
don't
they
even think
would
it'd be
do that.
horrifying. I just don't think it would work.
Yeah, it wouldn't. It'd be too convoluted.
I'm pretty sure I can go over here without getting my ass kicked right away. Like, I'm pretty sure I can get. Maybe not. I don't remember if I can get.
I mean, Germany, I know, has some tough censorship on things on YouTube. Like, I think it was the Drunken Peasants couldn't even stream in Germany for like a long time. I don't even know if they can now. Like, you literally can't even watch them in the country unless you use like a VPN. And I don't know what criteria they use to block things like that. Like, is it a one-time thing? Is it an independent censor that like goes in and learns about a source and is like, this source we can't have on the German internet. Let's just like totally block this page from the main, web traffic.
Gonna go get a Nidoran. You gonna get
Yeah,
get
I
a
am.
Nidoqueen.
No, I want a Nido King, but I also want a Pidgey.
I don't know which version they're in. I can't remember.
Oh, they're both called Nidoran.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a male exclusive to one and the female is exclusive to another version.
Yes.
I've been in a long time.
Oh, that
And
is true.
Nidoran will evolve into Nidorino, or Nidoran female will evolve into Nidorano. And one will turn into Nidoqueen, and the other one will turn into Nidoking.
I think he was asking about like the blue and red split though, like with Arcanine and Vulpix.
Oh, there isn't a split with Nidorans. It's just more or less likely.
Yeah, they're both in both games, I thought.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought they were in separate versions.
No, they split. We got a nickname Pidgey, but they split Vulpix and they split up all the fire Pokemon.
Growlithe and
Growlithe
Vulpix.
and Vulpix, and they also split up Ponyta and
Yeah, what did I say? Arcanine?
yeah, Ponyta and somebody.
I don't remember any other fire types from the Gen 1 besides Magmar and Electabuzz.
No, I think it was
Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan.
I don't remember.
Or what do you do to get either one? I forgot.
I know Magmar is a pain in the ass to find.
Is that in a different game, or can you do that in Blue and Red?
Which
Is
one?
that in like Gold or something? Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. I think that's in.
You can get
Gold,
either
right?
Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan. Both of them are there, but you can only select one. Same with like Eevees.
Oh, you have to choose, right?
Yeah. What are we gonna call Pidgey? I usually just like leaving my Pokemon's names alone.
You could leave it alone or call it Dingus. I don't know.
I'm not gonna call it Dingus. That's mean.
Wingus.
Oh, Wingus. Okay, I like Wingus. I'll call it Wingus. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't usually name my Pokemon either, so.
Yeah, it's always fun to have their name like in all capital letters, like yelling at you.
Yes. Magmar is in the first generation, I assure you. He's there! He's a bitch to get, but he's there. I think
Yeah,
Electabuzz you can't. I don't know how to find
Jinx?
Electabuzz.
Jinx and Mr. Mime are also really hard to find.
Wait a minute, isn't
Mr. Mime you have to get through a trade.
Isn't
Yeah, but
Electabuzz
it's-
near the power plant?
I would think so, but I've never found one.
Yeah, they're in the power plant, and Magmar is in the burnt down laboratory.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I grew up playing yellow, not red and blue. I only
would-
played red and blue later, but I
Yeah,
remember yellow.
I would also assume that, what's his face? Oh, I don't have to talk to that guy. Thank God. I would also assume that, Jinx is in the ice caves, where Articuno is.
Maybe.
No, I think you have to
Perhaps.
trade for Jinx. I think you have
Oh,
to
do you have to
trade
trade for
and
Jinx?
Mr.
But
Mime.
you have to trade
think
for
so.
Slowbro also.
And
I think Jinx is in the house, like on the right side of that path you just left. But
No,
you
that's
have to-
Mr. Mime.
Oh, I think.
Forever.
Oh yeah, you know you're right. Yeah.
I don't want to judge Gary as I know little to nothing about him, but you saying there aren't any skills, language, or other in that thread is being kind. LOL, at least reread it before you hit tweet. Never!
He
Yeah,
literally
that
doesn't.
guy was that guy's an asshole. Like
You look through his stuff and he literally doesn't. He does not
reading
proofread.
his tweets, I feel like he was assaulting me.
Yeah, I
I
said
think he was
it was
intentionally trying to hurt me with that.
It gives you brain damage by proxy or something.
We can read his classic tweet. I don't think you what thinking is. You don't know me. All this is just looking for an apology for the victim is all. I don't care if you want to tongue Stephen Cheshire's arseholes, nor do I want to know. All I do care about is what is right.
Hey, if he
Does
didn't want to
Bruno
know, I don't
Mars
know
is
anything
gay?
about it.
Wait. I feel like I've heard that enough times. He said, nor do I want to know, right?
Nor do I want no. Correct.
Yes. My God, it's worse.
Hi, Helios.
You corrected it. You said, nor do I want to know.
Did I? Whoops.
Yes, you made it better. I'm like, this sounds too good.
I've forgotten what my start key is.
My God. Did everybody get like an email if you have a Twitch to reset your stream keys and stuff? Or they reset everybody's stream keys?
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Start needs to be something. I'm just gonna make it a slash key. Slash key. Cool.
It's just really strange how little punctuation he uses, and like Manya commented about him adding a comma and stuff like that. It's like, Gary. Please.
Gary, stop, please.
I think people can just assume he doesn't want to be understood. He just like types really fast or like something. Whatever device he's using is not like appropriate for his hands.
Helio
I
says,
have
hey,
no
are we
clue.
talking about Gary? Yeah, we talked about social media a little bit, but we all seem to just kind of agree, so there's not a whole ton to talk about.
I think we'd find like really small things to like quibble on or something like that, but I
I
think,
think
it
we're
could
all
exist
too
in some
distracted by this,
capacity.
distracted by the stupid we experienced today. We're all just shell shocked
Yeah.
of like the absurd, not like nasty garbage.
The other day, when you announced the topic, I remembered, Nikki, you are familiar with the VA, right? Like really
Oh, yeah.
familiar?
More ways than one, yes.
They have like applications for, you know, phones that are pretty good. I've actually looked at them. They're free, and they're not poorly made.
Oh, I
have,
know,
like-
I've seen them.
Yeah, they're free to use and look at, and they are informational. And like if you have insomnia or you want like a meditation app or anything, like there's a couple of like mental health ones, and I'm like, these are pretty good. They're not horrible. If these were like an official app for like a government thing, I'd be like,
They
this is decent.
no, they have that. It's They'll for some situations they'll hand out Apple iPads.
Yeah, like if stuff was to that standard, I think people would be like, this is okay.
The only
know?
issue I have with the Apple iPads, though, the phones are great. From what I've seen, yeah, they're budget phones, but they're decent budget phones. But like the problems with like the Apple products, and I think I understand why they do it this way. But they're heavily locked down, and
Yeah,
they're heavily locked
they're
down
very
to where
locked.
they only do certain things or allow certain apps.
Yeah, you
Because
can't
it's a
download
fucking
any,
iPad.
yeah, unless you add some kind of like system profile in some sort of way, or jailbreak it, or anything equivalent to that, you're not going to be able to download any third-party apps. There are like with the system profile thing, there is a way to like use a third-party app, but they're not fully featured or functional because they need to be like signed in the right way. They don't have
Yeah.
the right certificates. But
Yeah, as far as a phone, I'm not worried about a phone. My phone bill will get paid next month, and my phone is a badass phone, so I'm not trading. But no, I don't have. This is just one of those days where, or one of these paydays where, I had to sacrifice something. It just so happened to be the phone.
oh, yeah. I don't know. There are school Wi-Fi networks, and when you sign into them to use their Wi-Fi,
Don't
you have to
play
sign
with PG anymore.
agreements.
I can get a
Why? They
Wi-Fi.
betrayed you?
I can get a Wi-Fi anytime.
No, I
my
got
my
Santax.
work's got Wi-Fi, so
That's
you know,
Santax,
my
I
work-
didn't want to have to deal with it.
even though my work's Wi-Fi is spotty at best, but I was holding conversations pretty much most of the day today, so.
Is it Ponyta and Sandshrew that are opposites, or Tangela? Is Tangela?
No, Tangle is
exclusive?
there. Maybe it's not Ponyta I'm thinking of, but I do remember there was like another. It wasn't just one that was switched. It was more than one. Was it
Which ones are we
Sandshrew?
talking about?
I think Sandshrew is an exclusive. I don't remember who they're.
I think
I would have to pull up the old school guide to find out.
No, I refuse to do that. It's too easy.
We have to
Game
do it
Game
by
FAQs?
memory.
Game FAQs then?
Honestly, I think every game after Pokemon Yellow should have had like a little tag-along Pokemon.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, absolutely. The fact that they took that out and then they put it back in for Gold and Silver, for Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which I absolutely fucking loved, by the way, that they did that. Then took it
I'm
out
trying
again
to
immediately
remember.
after. Was like, why? Why would you program
think-
that and then never use it again?
Yeah, I'm thinking, I can't remember fully. I know you get Togepi in that game. Does Togepi follow you around or no? I don't remember.
You probably carry Togepi, I would assume, right?
Well, see, this is so. To be fair, this is Nintendo. This is the Pokemon Company.
Now I am the one
they're
with
gonna
the
do their
sand
shit.
attack.
They're the ones that are going to do their own shit, and,
Well,
and,
they
and
need-
not necessarily allow the fans to decide the next few games, because you know how some companies are. All the fans don't
Yeah.
know what the fuck they're talking about.
I just had a very
Oh,
visceral
please,
memory of
Nintendo's the one that bent the knee and put a stupid Disney character in their Smash Brothers game. So
It's just
Which
a reject
is-
Final
it's a
Fantasy
Square Enix-
character.
it's a
Come
Square
on,
Enix- Yeah.
Which Disney character?
Sora.
Is a Square
they
Enix.
only
Square
did
Enix
that
character.
because the fans made a big deal about it. So
The Square
don't
Enix
tell me that
character.
Nintendo doesn't bend the knee to the fans.
I was just
Okay,
remembering,
where's our Pokemon walking behind characters then?
I was
Don't get
just
me started on
remembering
Kingdom
walking-
Hearts.
Because I want to say this.
What?
As far, last time I checked, all the sprites from like the DS back all have a walk animation for all the Pokemon.
Which one
Yeah.
was it that they like started having like battle animations? Was it Crystal?
Yeah, I think it was a
Well, they've got battle animations in this, but
Well, I think the first one actually had like legitimate
When they
was probably black and white.
when they enter the battle, I think Crystal was the first one that had like that was one of the main features that differentiated it from Gold and Silver. Is they're like, oh, we have all this extra memory. Let's just
Yeah,
So, like,
I think you're right.
every Pokemon had like a little tiny animation that was different, like something shimmered or like they made a little like shimmy or a dance or something.
Helio said something about Gary and said, doesn't Gary claim to have an English degree? That is something he certainly claims. He also claims to be a literary critic, as well as uses the hashtag writing community in his tags. Then he got real mad after talking about his degree and what he does and having a discussion about that I tagged writing community in his tweets. All the while he was trying to, like, threaten Egghead with talking to the drunken peasants. As if, like, they don't know everything about Egghead. Like, what?
Look, man, just because you have a degree really does not mean that you're necessarily good at the thing you have a degree in.
Do you remember that thing?
Given the
in
amount that
America.
we've dealt with people
They keep-
speaking outside their degrees
Yeah.
or being like just garbage people using their degree as a way to put like clout behind what they're
Yeah.
saying, I feel like him having an English degree, it's an English degree.
Jay, hold on. Jay in the chat, you're killing me, okay?
I'm here for it.
I like the assumption by Gary. I can presume that he got all of this information secondhand, so he doesn't realize the context of what people like Menace and those other people are saying about the fraudsterness of
You
like
don't
Egghead.
have to assume.
They don't
He says
understand.
that. He says that he
Yeah,
hasn't watched
he was
anything
on
just
their
from
show.
them.
When it happened, he went onto their show with Galen and talked about it. Do you know this, Gary? You don't know this.
Are you just gonna full on
Ugh.
cheat and use Butterfree with
What?
Psybeam? Because that's like
Yes.
that's the real easy mode.
No, I'm going to get
Yeah.
Butterfree. Butterfree's one of my favorite Pokemon. I'm just waiting for a... I don't want a
I love
Metapod.
Kadabra.
I need a
sad that you
Caterpie.
can't. It's so sad that you cannot evolve Kadabra without somebody else or another game. It's garbage.
Right?
Yeah, I hate that.
Kadabra is so... Alakazam is so goddamn good, too.
Yeah,
with
that's
Gengar?
probably why they're like you
Yeah.
cannot do this. You have to risk your friend keeping your Pokemon.
But
You're
they
like, "I'm
also,
gonna keep
like,
it."
they didn't, like, fully take out Pokemon sometimes in Red to Blue. Like, so it's gonna be really hard for me to find a Caterpie, but there's gonna be Weedles all over the goddamn place.
Yeah, fuck Weedle.
Yeah, fuck Weedle!
I fucking hated Weedle and I hated Beedrill. I've always hated those. It's the fucking most common Pokemon. It's like, no, I want a goddamn fucking... I want a butterfly,
Why
not
the fuck
a
is
bee.
Beedrill fucking flying type and not poison type, which is stupid.
Yeah, that was so bad. That was so bad. Like, Beedrill would be... I would love Beedrill if his moveset in this game isn't complete garbage, which it is.
Oh yeah, there's 0 good bug moves also, by the way.
Oh, I found them. I'm gonna post the link in the voice channel shenanigans. I found the sprites. They are animated sprites from Crystal. And they're all really pretty cool.
Yeah, I like the cute little animated. Like, remember when, like, they flapped their wings and stuff? I remember that shit. In the old school, the older sprites.
Yeah, they like enter the battle and they like do a little like dance. Basically.
I think Fury Cutter is like the best bug move in this game. I think, or Twin Needle. I think Twin Needle maybe.
You know,
Was Twin
when
Needle
Ed-
even
Oh
a
my
bug
God.
move?
They work with
I
Discord
don't- I
easily.
actually don't know.
I just grabbed it and
Pin
it just
needle.
worked easily.
Pin Needle, I think, was supposed to be a bug move, but it, like, eventually just became one of Jolteon's, like, main attacks.
Yeah, what the Jolteon's also ass in this game.
String shot. You can use string shot.
No, alright, to be fair, alright, so, I actually, I think it was... It was either gold or silver. I don't remember which one. I did a full playthrough. I had both games, but I did a full playthrough. My entire team was Eevee evolutions. And you know what? The Elite Four was not that difficult.
One of my favorite, like, is Poison Sting. Yeah. And there's, like, Toxic.
Man, Typhlosion was so cool.
But I also enjoy the gif, or the little sprite of Snorlax over the years just slowly standing up. It took him like 2 decades and he finally stood up.
He's not snoring now. Snorlax, the movie. You woke him up for the last time.
Oh god, no! You will be destroyed by Snorlax. I mean, to be fair,
Right,
that's
well,
how I
alright.
felt like
So-
most
so-
of the day to day. I was like just watching Twitter being like, what the fuck?
So here's the big
Holy
question.
shit!
Which one was more annoying in the eyes of the anime or the game? Snorlax or Munchlax?
I do think Munchlax is goddamn adorable.
I didn't say
What-
which one was adorable. I said which one
What's
was
the
more
garbage
annoying.
can called? The garbage bag?
Trubbish?
They literally made a garbage bag.
Yes!
They're like, we're out of ideas. They just look, they look in like the break room. They're like, they point at the garbage can. There's a Pokemon.
Oh, Pikachu, catch it!
Yeah, you better catch this Pikachu.
What are we gonna name it?
Everyone will be disappointed.
Better catch this garbage bag.
Hey, fuck you, I love Trubbish. Trubbish is amazing.
Yeah, right. You would love Trubbish.
I would love Trubbish, right?
Oh
I
man,
mean, her
love the
third
old
animal's a
design.
possum, so...
I didn't play the one that had the possum in it.
Oh my god, that would be the best team. Just like 3 Trubbishes and 3 whatevers that look like a possum.
That or raccoons.
Well, I'll
Helios
tell you,
for 5
what-
says this
uh,
super
what's
chat is to
real.
veto Butterfree.
Enfrit?
Use the moth instead. By the way, this is why I am a mod, Jay. Good trolling and bribing.
There's Ferret and Sentret, and then there's the skunk-looking one. I don't know what that one's called.
God
Oh,
damn it, I can't do nothing,
Skunk
Helios,
thing?
fuck you.
Name it Helios. Okay, I'll name it Helios.
It has like a cool dark version, just like is it Sentret does or whatever? I think, or does it evolve from Ferret? I can't remember. Or it's
Sentret
oh,
evolves
it's-
into
Lanoon.
Ferret, and then
It's,
there's like
yeah, Lanoon.
Zigzagoon and Layloon or Layloon or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not thinking of Skunk Tank.
Yeah, I think we're all sort of in agreement about whether or not
The topic being Pokemon.
the topic being Pokemon. Yeah, I'm just gonna change the name of the stream. Like we're just talking about Gary and Pokemon, and we're not even talking about the Pokemon Gary, who's like a boss. Can we talk about that for a minute? Because like that man is
Yeah, we
like, or
could.
that child is
Alright,
absurd.
hold on,
I
hold on,
wanted
hold
to,
on, hold on,
what-
before
what-
anything else goes on. I'm gonna be switching from Eve to my emulator, which Chess will be playing a classic, I will be playing a much more recent game.
Hey, yo, I feel insulted. Maybe? Am I insulted by
No. Hey,
No,
classics
no,
are
I
good.
like this game.
I haven't
I
played
want
this
to
one
kind
yet.
of play Crystal now.
No, but the topic is Pokemon with occasional breaks to rip on Gary.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. I was
I
thinking
mean,
about the
Are
first
we
time I
really
played Gold.
ribbing on Gary, or are we actually pointing out that this dude has some fucking issues?
Well, I mean,
I mean, yeah, we really haven't. I mean, Nikki said some like warning stuff, but I feel like we're just like.
we're
that-
stating facts.
That warning
don't
stuff.
have to, that makes him look bad.
No, no,
Like,
no, no.
please
That,
get
hold on,
help,
hold on.
Gary.
That warning stuff was my disclaimer because I am tired of biting my tongue and being fucking nice to these chuckle fucks.
I'm changing the name of this stream to Dumbfeck Friday on Thursday.
While discussing Pokemon.
Wait. You have to think of a different name that has the same alliteration but with a T. Won't be too hard.
Thirsty Thursdays.
Yo,
Talk
Pokemon's
about Pokemon.
playing a good game.
Wait, say again?
Talking about Trolls Thursday.
I said, why aren't you playing a good game?
Because I don't want
Oh
to.
dear God. Jack,
Oh my God.
Get out of here.
Are you trying to make everyone cry?
Oh, don't forget everybody that once Halloween is over and everybody's done with their spooky names, when it comes to December, everybody's got to change their picture to a Pokemon.
A goose is a Pokemon, right?
Is
Who
there a
made
goose
that
Pokemon? There's a
Yes,
swan
there is.
Pokemon.
It's a swan Pokemon.
We need at least like one day where everybody is a different like comic Santa.
Oh my god, yes. I'm here for that.
I need to get
Thicky
this out before I
Thursday.
forget it. The first time I ever played Pokemon Gold, I got past the rival. I got to like that first main like metropolitan city that has like a little pond or lake to the left of it.
Yeah.
And I went north. I went to the gym leader. I was like, man, sweet. I got past all the like little people, the trainers, and then I got to the gym leader. I was not prepared for rollout.
Nobody was prepared for rollout in that game. Even when you
I was
know
like-
it's coming, you're not prepared for rollout
Yeah.
in that game.
The first time I played that, I'm like, my team, what did you do to me?
What just
It just gets
happened?
stronger
Did
and
somebody,
stronger and stronger.
somebody get the license plate number of that cow?
Yeah, like, please stop rolling, you stupid cow. You're just getting better and better. Like, I started one-hitting my... I throw a new one out, it just dies instantly. I'm like, this is a horrifying nightmare.
I
Dude,
really
like,
like
weirdly
where,
it.
do I,
enough-
where do I get one of these
Jesus.
cows so I can win?
Yeah, I thought the Miltank was strong too. Weirdly enough, I had the opposite problem in like I remember vividly the first 2 attempts I had at Whitney's gym. The Clefairy like rolled super effective moves against my starter like twice in a row. Just one-shots my starter with Metronome.
Hyper beam.
No, it was like because I picked the Chikorita. It was like Fire Blast. I was like, oh, Metronome, Fire Blast. I was like, okay, that seems fair.
Kyle's Goldfish says,
Metronome
oh my
hydro
god, so
pump.
curiosity got the better of me and I'm 10 minutes into the 6-hour Gary stream. Chesh, either the wine was altered and you were sedated or you have the patience of a saint. Well, thanks. I actually went into that with a very, very specific mindset, and I said that ahead of time. I was like, I need to be in the mindset of I have to be incredibly patient and just, like, breathe and enter a zen mode to have that conversation. Because, like, it's absurd. It takes me 20 minutes to get that man to sit the fuck up and pay attention to the fact that he's in a conversation. It actually kind of, in a weird way, runs parallel to the conversation with Science First.
A little bit, yeah. Science First initially was like incredibly hostile.
Yeah.
And then he got slapped in the face, metaphorically, and he's like, oh, maybe I am a piece of crap. Oh wait, I don't understand this thing, therefore you must be wrong.
Well, I also had to, like, ask Steve to walk away from his computer.
Steve, stop talking to Science First, you're gonna make him die from a heart attack, a stroke.
Right? Oh my god, right?
So, I'm
Mine
coming
said,
in a
so
bit
you were
late.
drugged then. I probably. That whole conversation is a blur.
Everybody knows you think Steve is perfect.
Man, I gotta get a capture
Right.
card, then we can all just sit in here and play different Pokemon games together. It'll be
Hell
fun.
yeah?
Hey,
Give me like 3 seconds.
Hey, Serta, fucking nightly. You'll play most DS 3DS games.
So should we make November Digimon month, and then December Pokemon month, and then January can be Monster Rancher month?
I guess I'll see you in December then, because I don't know
Well,
anything about
Monster.
Digimon.
When it comes to Monster Rancher, Suezo
You
is
don't have
coming to. The Suezo from Monster Rancher is coming to Super Monkey Ball.
You don't have to know
Suezo coming to
anything.
Smash.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's the dream, isn't
What?
it?
Right?
Oh, I was gonna say what is this month, but I guess it is just like spoopy stuff. I mean,
No, the dream
It
is Goku and Smash would just.
Oh
be
my
the end.
god. Reach for the
all of his
stars
moves would
there,
have
bud.
delays. His moves would either be way too slow or too fast to even be considered like normal.
Hey, whatever.
There are
doesn't
DBZ
say-
fighting
If they
games,
wanted,
just-
I think if they wanted to make it
No, no.
canonically,
I
if
just
they
wanna
wanted to
put
make like a
Incredible Hulk in
canonically
there
like
as a Disney
legitimate
character,
Goku
too.
in Smash, it would have to be Kid Goku.
I mean, with
That
yeah, it
would
could
be
Kid
cute
Goku.
if it was.
Yeah, but with Sora, I mean, most of Sora's magic is like instant. I mean, does he have like any? I haven't looked at like what his abilities are in the game yet. Like, does he have summons or something crazy?
No, his stuff is pretty standard. He basically
Like,
plays
basic?
almost exactly the same as Marth does with a little bit of magic.
Oh,
Except
yeah.
his fucking aerial combos. His aerial combos are
What?
absurd. This man
What?
is not going to be on the board. Like, he's not standing ever on the fucking. He's
Yeah.
gonna knock you off the
He's a
side.
floaty
And
character.
they gave him the Sonic Blade, which is like a side
He's,
dash, and he can side dash 3 times in any direction, and he's got an
So-
up B, and he's got his regular aerial combo.
Oh my god. So you're saying he's Marth plus Kirby?
Almost. He's just got a lot of. He's like. He's just his air. He's
I've
like
definitely-
Marth on the ground
Yeah.
in the air.
Oh my god. I've definitely screamed at a Nintendo 64 when I was going against like a very difficult Kirby computer before. So
They
just-
all
they
I was
hang on
thinking was
somehow.
if they were gonna have him in the air so much, why didn't they just allow him his Peter Pan flight? Although the only thing I did enjoy,
they didn't want to give him Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora's powers because everything would die.
yeah, that would just be bonkers. Like, but also the aesthetic for Kingdom Hearts 1 looks better.
Yeah,
With-
is pretty classic.
That and the character design in 1 was just better. Also,
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
I'm
a
level
little
5
bit of
now. I'm gonna go catch a Nidoran.
in Kingdom Hearts 2 it definitely has like a sort of like I want this design but more teenagery.
Yeah, kinda. I forgot how annoying the
There
posing
we
was
go.
in this game.
I've got the best Pokemon on stream right now. Thank you very much.
Oh, I can't see it. It's showing as no camera. Or camera off.
Gray
Oh,
square.
Lord Christ.
It's literally like
It's
a
a
gray
brick.
rectangle.
I hate my life. I hate this
Is
goal.
that you or are you the weird plant thing? I can't tell.
Oh, there you go. You can see it.
You're the rectangle.
Oh,
No,
I
it's,
can't see
it's
it.
AI versus AI. It's a demo
Or
battle.
you plant.
He's literally a rectangle.
Alright, time to see if I get fucked up
These
by
are the
Gary.
best Pokemon, okay?
I was right. I don't have to fight Gary here. He fights up there. Nice. Now all I have to do is fight Nidoran.
Doesn't
That's,
you fight? Don't you fight him on the way to Victory Road?
You fight,
the
but
Elite Four, yeah.
but he's only got like a Pidgeotto.
I thought at the end once you go back there he has his Blastoise or whatever.
What do you mean?
Or
Only
whichever one is
Pidgeotto?
down.
I love Pidgeotto.
No, I
So
mean like
he'll
that's
have
the
a
only other
Charizard.
Pokemon he has. Not like Pidgeotto's bad.
Oh. So he'll have a Charizard for you.
No, he's got so in the like Fire Red, he upgrades if you don't go there first. But like if I go up here, he should
Oh.
be there. And it should be like a
Oh,
normal,
okay.
like this level of. He's a little bit high, but not
Mhm.
like absurdly.
He's like level 16 or something.
Yeah, something like that. If that.
I guess I just I've
Or he's
played
got
it a
his
couple times
he's
and
got his Rattata.
to eradicate.
So, sorry, I know I came in a bit late. Did you just finish the topic of the stream super early or not bother with it?
Yeah, we found out we kind of all okay. So all of us were sort of shell shocked about the absolute absurdity that was Twitter today and yesterday. And since I'm not gonna be here tomorrow for Dumbfuck Friday, we just kind of decided to. There's Nidoran. We kind of just decided to talk about what happened a little bit, and people had some stuff to say about it. So we did that. Then we talked about the topic, and then we realized we all just kind of agree, and we need to be more brain-powered than we currently are today to be able to have that conversation.
Okay, so there's nothing new anyone wanted to add, or we all sort of said the same thing.
Yeah,
Everybody
pretty much.
just kind of said the same thing,
Yeah.
that it would be fine and make sense if the government wanted to make their own, but they should let companies do their own also.
It's interesting because I watched. Have you ever seen the movie Children of Men?
I'm familiar with it. I don't think I've seen
Yeah,
it.
I watched it yesterday actually, and there's in the dystopian situation they're in, all of the social media and everything, and like medical set, like everything is run by the government like that. Like they control everything like that. And yeah, like there's situations where government-run social media would work, and the situations where it wouldn't. And I think it depends on the government, I guess, in this day and age.
Yeah, that was one of the
It's
things
where
we
we-
realized, that it really just depends on where in the world you are.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't really have anything else to add as well, so whatever.
I just imagine, like, just because different places have different rules on free speech, like, people who think that they'd be fine on a public one would be in just... What really needs to change if you want less people being banned off of a platform for arbitrary reasons is, one, less automation or better automation, and two, more clear rules that are consistent. So I just don't think the
Yeah,
government...
consistency is not something you get with governments.
Yeah, I just don't imagine the government fixing that would fix that. Alright, so I'm gonna save because it's been a while since I started. I haven't saved yet.
That's fair enough. I'm actually gonna head out myself, so it was nice seeing you guys. I didn't want to interrupt.
No, you're fine.
Alright.
That's the whole point of these, is for people to just come in and give their opinions about what's going on. So
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to...
I just came in. We went for a night out and it was crap, so we went for a walk.
Fair.
There, so I was just saying hi, and hope everyone's doing okay.
Here he comes.
Yeah.
I love the Gary music.
I figured out the It's,
I tell you what, this is there is a fun fact about Pokemon, about this Pokemon game in particular that not many people know. Every other Pokemon game will give you Pokeballs to catch Pokemon early in the game. This game famously does not, but if you defeat Gary without buying any Pokeballs, and then go back to Professor Oak, he will give you 5 Pokeballs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you have to defeat Gary without catching or buying any Pokeballs.
Oh, see, he's level 9, that's why.
Yeah,
I
so you gotta
remember.
grind the shit out of your Squirtle.
I think there's a hidden item on the brick road along the bottom part of the path there.
Yeah, there's a
There's
hidden
another
Pokeball
road, but
somewhere.
you can't get up.
There's a hidden Pokeball somewhere. If you use that Pokeball and catch something, you won't get the 5 free balls.
Oh, I just bought them because I don't care.
No, I know. It's like it's a very unknown like fact about Pokemon, like the first Pokemon game. There are free balls. You
children's
just don't know
game.
about.
Okay, we don't need all the like easy tricks. Okay.
Well, by the time you get your initial Pokemon to that level, you can't really easily catch or weaken the initial area's Pokemon because you'll just one-shot them. So
I know it's
it would make
completely pointless.
it would make catching them harder.
Just saying, like I love these games, but they need one that is difficulty curved for adults. I'm just saying.
Every remake of the originals has got worse with every remake. There I said it.
For anybody who noticed, by the way, his Pidgey was a higher level than his Charmander.
Oh yeah, it's a level 9 and level 7, isn't it?
Level 9 and a level 8.
Oh 8, yeah. One time. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Have a good time.
Later, man.
Yeah. I found out the name of the Pokemon I was looking for. It's when a Lanoon is in Galar or Galarian form, it becomes Obstagoon, which is like a
Those were
bipedal.
words, I'm sure.
It is. I'll share it. It's like a bipedal mustelid.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, the
Yeah.
werewolfy guy.
Yep.
I'm just wondering if I can two-shot this guy real quick and get a bunch of levels off of him. If he uses something else. Ah, no. Okay, it was worth a try. I was just gonna oh my god, he got another fight. Holy shit, we did that. The king, man. Hell yeah. Get that XP.
Yeah, that's the dude I was thinking of. The badger looking guy. The kiss badger.
The kiss
Is that
badger.
what we're talking about?
I mean, yeah, that's a good description.
Yeah, the Gene Simmons badger, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, that.
His Charmander also hadn't learned Ember yet, so I probably could have got those free Pokeballs. Okay, well, I mean, I guess we could call it there and have this conversation again another time. Because, what am I gonna do? Go back and watch my conversation with Gary? Fuck no.
Yeah.
I already experienced it once. Do I need to do it again?
I wouldn't watch it.
50 hours, no. That'd be horrifying. And you know what's funny is the same amount would be accomplished. Because I don't think he learned anything. And his drive to make his tweets comprehensible is non-existent. He doesn't care about making himself understandable.
No, of course not. Because he especially says he never shows any of the things he's talking about, so he just throws out arbitrary shit and just expects people to know what he's talking about. Yeah.
It's someone that doesn't understand context, and when they try to provide context, it automatically looks dishonest. Because any other normal person would be like, that's not correct, what are you talking about?
Well, yeah, that and it's an area of 24-hour streamer reacting to your Gary stream on slow mode. No!
Yeah, let's
April
go through it
Fools.
point by point, and we'll discuss every single back and forth.
You have any idea? It would just be me saying the same thing over again.
Oh, we gotta bring in a whole panel of people, so that takes longer.
So that everybody says the exact same thing over and over and over again?
Yep. And then we'll bring Gary on to respond to that.
Gary is never coming back to this channel. I'm not letting him back on.
I don't blame you.
I don't like
After
platforming
the last
apologists.
2 days, it's horrible. He has no idea what he was saying, and he didn't even want to. People don't understand how to view things in context, and they don't understand how to view things removed of context, where they are multi-interpretable. Because some of the stuff he said was really bad.
Yeah. I just imagine I am not gonna bring him on because, well, one, there's nothing new to talk about. He said all the shit he was saying today is the exact same shit he was saying when I talked to him in that video, right? So there's nothing new. There's nothing new to talk about anyway. But also, I don't like platform rape apologists, so there's no reason to bring him on because there's no value in having any kind of conversation with him here on this channel again. And Smitty makes a good point. Gary had plenty of time when he was on last. Exactly. Exactly. Does anybody have any last words and we'll get out of here? We have been live for an hour, so we did talk about the topic, but we only talked about it for half an hour. We didn't get too heavily into it just because like I said, we're all shell shocked, I think, of the stupidity of what we just witnessed.
I am still thinking what I thought at the beginning is that each aspect of that particular question would take at least 20 minutes to address fully in whatever aspect we're trying to argue back and forth. If we were to brainstorm hypotheticals and how they'd play out and stuff like that,
It just it takes more brain power than we currently have after the last 2 days of
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really, like you said, the thing that like takes me back the most is the lack of progress, considering that this has been going on for so long, and nothing has changed.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree with that. It's just the same garbage over and over and over again, and he's just like, oh, why don't they just apologize and move
Oh
on?
my
And
God.
it's like, why don't you? Like, what
You know
the
what
fuck?
I forgot about? I forgot Delibird was a Pokemon.
Yeah, Delibird's a Pokemon that existed.
The Phantom Bird.
Stupid. That's why it doesn't need to
No.
exist.
You're basically saying Smeargle is stupid too, and Smeargle's great.
I see nothing has changed. I'm watching the Gary stream and your comment. So he speaks like he tweets. Still applies to this day. Yeah, the thing is like there's no need to really talk about Gary any more than to acknowledge that he came back spouting the same shit and nothing has changed with him. That, like, there's really nothing more to add. I mean, maybe some of the stuff he was worse, or like some of the stuff he said in particular was a little bit more heinous than otherwise. So like, oh yeah, no, this victim does like clearly isn't a victim because they took a picture where they were smiling. Like, what the fuck? That's pretty heinous. How do you guys feel about me adding a bar at the bottom or the top of the stream, kind of like the Drunken Peasants have for wine fund?
Sure.
You do
I
you,
would think
boo.
you'd want to put. I would think you'd want to put like a Switch fund, but I don't know. You could do both.
Sure.
I don't think my channel's stable enough to do that, because I'd be like, listen, I got other shit I gotta pay for.
Oh
like,
my god, yeah.
animals.
You're not. Yeah, you'd be like that Switch fund is gonna be like at like $10, and then like a couple months later, like 120.
Well, it's not even that. It's just like, hey, listen, I need a Twitch fund or Switch fund. I need $500, but I need $500 excess of what I already need.
Oh
So
yeah, I forgot it's Canadian. Oh,
Well, I don't
man,
want.
you guys
I don't
are
want to
suffering.
say that I'm gonna spend like $15 on wine every month when I'm like, listen, I can't spend the $15 on wine because I'm busy paying for a bill. Right? I just don't want to mislead people. So it would be like, hey, listen, I'll buy
Yeah, that makes
$15 worth of wine this month, but you guys got to get me up to $1,000. Cool, thanks. So the bar is 1,015. Like.
Oh, so you're just saying like you want like a stream goal kind of thing, like DP with like it's just like
Yeah.
no commitment kind of thing.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's a cool. thing to
Although
do.
what they do give a bonus show when they meet their goal. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
exactly. It would be
I
like
mean,
a give and take, right? But I
Pretty
don't know.
sure we all know how it's gonna be spun.
Well, yeah, it was just like a joke that somebody brought
Josh
up where
asked
I was just
people
like,
to
oh, you know,
scam. Something stupid.
of course.
Chesh begs for money. Like what?
Yeah, but okay, at some point it's just
That's-
like
it's gonna be
it
some
doesn't really
stupid
matter
thing.
what you do because they're gonna fucking find something to complain about
It's like
no
this
matter
is
what.
the internet. People put their time into the stuff they make. It doesn't praise someone else's stuff and say that, you know, they don't deserve X because of. I mean, there's limits to that, but seriously, like that's such like a sour and old argument. The only people I think that actually applies to are like the gigantic YouTubers like Hassan, literally like leaving streams and like people are like pouring in donations and it's like he's not doing anything.
Kyle's Goldfish
That-
is asking, can I ask why Gary was simping so hard for Nate back then and Fiona now? Sorry, I stepped away from YouTube for a few months last week and seemed...
He loves Fiona.
a few months last year and seemed to have missed the Gary saga. Because he's, like, their butt buddy. He's part of the Gordian knot of crazy people, and that's why. He is totally fine with Nate trying to weaponize the dead. He's totally fine with Fiona being an apologist. He doesn't care. He doesn't fucking listen to a single thing anybody else says, so he just gets spoon-fed up his ass whatever the fuck these people are telling him, and everything else he's just absolutely deaf to the point of engaging in apologetics for racism, ableism, threats, stalking, harassment, homophobia, transphobia, the list goes on, fat shaming, sexism, sexual harassment, yada yada yada, the whole shebang, as well as engaging in some of those things directly himself. It's the same song and dance every time. He's just the same as all of those people. That's all.
Nikki, what was that with those with them dancing around? What was that?
What?
Yeah,
Thing
that's
below?
what is that? Yeah.
Training bag.
Oh, okay. It's nothing special.
It's part of the DS thing. You can train specific stats up higher. It's like EV training shit.
Oh, I only played up to Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, this is X and Y. I'm playing Y right now.
Anyway, does anybody have any last words, and then we'll get the hell out of here? This was a meandering as fuck stream, I ain't gonna lie.
Do we know what thinking is?
Do you know? I don't think you what thinking is. Do you what thinking is? Is that the question? Chat. Leave a comment down below if you think you know what thinking is. If you think know what thinking is. What a chore. What a fucking just drag, right? Oh well, I guess our wholesome weekend is over. I'll be back on Sunday, and if Steve does what he said he's going to do before Sunday, I don't know whether it's gonna happen or not before Sunday, where he's gonna be talking about some things. Then we'll be in a we'll have an interesting Keeping Up with Katie Joy on Sunday. So we'll see where that goes. But yeah. What do you guys got going on? Anything in particular?
I have some stuff that's happening, not online, but in real life in a couple weeks.
Oh, I mean, you don't have to tell us about your private life.
It's not private. It's just some fun work.
That's exciting. How many bottles of wine did I get through during the 6-hour stream? Should I watch till you're tipsy? I drank that whole bottle. I only drank one bottle, I think. But you definitely see me starting to go off and disassociate, and we take a break, and I let the dog out. I go stick my head in some snow, and then I come back in, and I'm back. Because I definitely let some stuff go that I was okay, I can't address everything. It's just not possible. But share if anybody's looking for the next Dumbfeck Friday, it's that video that's already out. So if people are asking or people are looking or you want to promote them that video for this Friday. And that's everything for me. Guess we'll maybe try to have this conversation again another day, eh?
Yeah, it might work better with I don't know what the limit should. I mean, there shouldn't be a limit probably, but I mean there should. But I don't know. I can't.
No, we just
right
had
now.
it. There's just a bunch of things. Things came up for people, and we just didn't have the number of people or the people we thought we were gonna have today.
Yeah.
So it's all good. We will try another time. And that's the nice thing about community streams. They're supposed to be just chill for who can make it and who can't make it and whatever goes on. So it's all good. We'll catch you guys next time. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.